Really. All right, so let's just say once again, welcome and good afternoon to our viewers.
This one is in the air and he goes. This one was on a good length and it took the shoulder of the bat, and Dean Evanson took it gleefully at the cover point region. And so Malinga and all this very interesting over get one under a good length and line and gets the wicket. So Mahaiko strikes early in the second over. The score is now 14 for 1.
Well, as I said, let's welcome our viewers, Coach Hughes. We were talking a while. We weren't really coming through live on our platform at that moment. So we are now live on the Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages for Parish League, and also CTV Channel 8. And so we want to welcome our viewers. We're here at the Mahaiko Cricket Ground. Some of you may know it as a Player Hall School Cricket Ground. And Newfield, we're in the Sir Kirtley Ambrose 35 over competition, and today we have Newfield coming up against Mahaiko. Newfield won the toss and they decided to bat, and you just saw the dismissal of Peter Belafonte. He was caught by
Dean Everson,
bowled by Malinga Rooney. We were just looking at Malinga just commenting. He was struggling, bowled about 4 wides if I'm not mistaken in this over thus far, and so he has really been struggling, but he got that one delivery under perfect length and was able to take a wicket. So as they always say in cricket, Coach Hughes, it just takes one delivery to get that wicket.
Oh yes, just one. So Hutchinson has replaced Belafonte.
Hutchinson?
Yes. And we also have so Malinga into Hutchison, beaten outside the off stump. We also have the son of Justin Atenez, and he bowls a little also. He's right there at mid-on. Yeah.
Well, it's good to have good to see the youngsters on the field in the Parish League circuit. Sometimes, Parish League is deemed as a dead ball, signaled there by umpire Jacobs. Sometimes Parish League is deemed as the old man game, but it's good to see the youngsters. When we look at the Mahaiko team, I think the higher percentages of the younger version, and so very good cricket. This one is nice and full, and fast is jumping into line, putting it down. So this is going to be a very long over. I think he's bowled 4 wide so far.
Five wides.
5 wides. He's going to be well loosened up after this over. He doesn't need any more loosening up.
And Malinga to Hutchinson, and this one is worked off its pad, and the call is after it, and they're running 2, and that's all they'll have. So that's the end of the over. The score moves on with the 2 to 16 for 1, and that's the second over.
Well, good start so far by the Mahaiko team, getting the early breakthrough. The bowling has been a bit, I would say, inconsistent. Dean Everson bowled quite a few wides, but at the end of the day, that important breakthrough, that's what your captain would ask for of his opening bowlers.
Yeah, and as you say, it only takes one ball. And in this Malinga over, it really, that one ball really even come to more effect than any other time, because he bowled 5 wides, and then that one he hit on the spot really kicks and took the shoulder of the bat.
I was just commenting there, Coach Hughes, that the balls were keeping a little low.
Yeah.
He got one to just take a steep bounce. But it's going to be Emerson as he comes into
Daniel.
Daniel as he comes into the delegate. And that one is just playing through the line. There is nobody there at a vacant mid-on, long-on area. And to a chance for a run out.
And he is run out.
He is a run out. So good piece of fielding by the youngster that looks like Malinga, running that down. He was in the mid-off position and he ran all the way down to the long-on position. Ferral that sent a nice throw in there to Daniel, and Daniel really did not stop. And so they only got 2 runs, I think. They were going for the third. So only 2 runs to the score.
And that's a really comedy of error. Because that really wasn't on, and so Richards goes under by the run-out route, and haven't seen him for a while, but he's on the thick side. He's a young lad.
I think in that I would have to really give Bruni a lot of credit there. Coach Hughes, he ran it down. And I think anybody would have taken a chance on that throw, but the throw was, near to perfect. Wasn't right over the stump, but it was right straight to Daniel, and so it was an easy relay for him onto the stump. And so I think that wicket really has to go to.
Bruni?
To Bruni, really. I think that was excellent fielding there on his behalf.
Well, that's one of the attributes of him. Whenever he has the ball in his hand, he just really hold it. He has some feelers who hold the ball, and that split second. But whenever he get it, he's throwing it back to the bowler or the keeper in a flash. So he really creates that wicket.
With the effort, and that's what you want as a captain, a coach. You just want to see your players give that effort, and he really hurled himself after that. He didn't give up. He didn't say, "Oh, that is going to run into the boundary." He ran hard. He picked it up in one motion. He threw it in, and good break. So things going in favor of Mahaiko so far, getting 2 quick wickets. New field on the other hand, they're going to need to try and consolidate. Not losing wickets, so they can put a partnership here and see if they could put a decent challenge to the Mahaiko batsmen.
So Richardson has been replaced by Kenmore Hill.
So Hill is on strike? Just help me.
No, Richards? Hutchison is on strike. So 18?
Yeah,
18 for 2. I mean the third over. It's one of those side off stump, a wide signal by Nigel Brown, umpire.
Sometimes your strength can be your weakness. Am I seeing right here?
Yes, you are seeing right. Your eyes are not eclipse.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a real special surprise for you today. A real special surprise for you today. The guest appearance. We'll get into that a little bit later on. I was just saying to your coach, sometimes your strength sometimes becomes your downfall. Now, Mahaiko didn't have anybody on the onside in that mid-on position, and so the batsman felt it was always an easy way. He was hitting it there. And hitting it there now, he was so ambitious trying to look that third run, and that really became their downfall. And they've now plugged that gap. They now have a man in the mid-on position as Daniel comes over the wicket. This one just getting a little bit of bounce, and the batsman Hutchison just standing tall and just tapping it into the offside.
Also, Mahaiko is Newfield is 16 for 2? 19 for 2, sorry. And we're in the third over. delivered his pitch outside the off stump, and Hutchinson is jumping into position and defended into the
That seems to be his style, his jumping style.
Yeah.
It's almost every delivery he plays, he kind of jumps back.
yeah.
So now he doesn't want to get in line with the delivery, so he's jumping. Daniel is just held up by umpire. Nigel Brown, it's Hutchinson.
Daniel into Hutchinson. This one is hit it in the air, not fielded safely by Carl from the mid-off region, and his momentum take him over into the onside.
When I look at that shot, you see that went aerial, and that to me is because he's not coming into the ball, he's not leaning into the shot, he's arching back, and so it's just getting an aerial look to him, didn't really carry much.
This one again, same, just as you were saying, he's not really leaning into the shot. He's just playing from this upright position, and the ball is really there to be hit if you really lean into it and stroke it. And there are so many gaps, and even on the offside. And but he's on the back foot and just putting his bat in the line of the ball, and so there's no result in any runs as Daniel into Hutchinson again. This one is defended much more competent this time around, and that's the end of the over. So the score is 19 for 2, and in the third over has just completed.
I hope our cameraman can get. We have a special guest player. I don't know if our cameraman can pick him up shortly for our viewers. I'm wondering how many years since this gentleman has found himself on a cricket field. We're not picking him up as yet. I have to get our cameraman to give us a shot of him so you can see.
I must say, he looks apart, John.
He blends right in.
Blends right in.
Blends right in. It's going to be, we're going to get back to him, don't worry. We're going to give you, not going to call the name yet. We want to see it on camera first. Seeing is believing. And so we're going to let you see one of the Mahaiko veterans has taken the field to assist his club. All right, so Mahaiko just struggling with which field they would like to have in place. So far, it looks like they have a point to cover point, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a man at a short, fine leg position. As Malinga comes around the wicket, this one is nice and full and spurting off of the outer half of the bat down to a vacant third man position. Does not have the leg to get into the boundary. He doesn't, pulls up just a bit short, and they run for 2 runs. I must say, though, coach, the energy level on the field for Mahaiko seems a bit flat. I'm not seeing much jeering, I'm not seeing much encouragement. Everybody just seems to be just going with the flow. Nicely bowled, nice and full there. The batsman Hill was initially thinking of probably going for a full-blooded drive and then just have to come down on it. Wide, and the batsman going for a slash outside of the off stump. But umpire Jacob says, hey, that's within the tram line. So a dot ball. So far, much better over Coach Hughes than what he started with. Keeping in line.
He's coming into the expectation that we know Bruni to execute. He's more in control, good delivery, beaten outside the off stump. Fumbles a bit behind by the keeper, but he's coming into his own. That is Malinga, as we know he's capable of.
He should have to bowl in two overs and 1 over. He's long now. So.
As we're watching Melinga to Hill, he's pushing this one down to a short cover region, and he run a cheap single. So score moves on by 1 to 20. 22 for 2.
And you need to do this. They need to pick up the singles, keep the scoreboard turning over, even if the boundaries are not coming. They need to do that.
Good delivery.
Coming out the outer half of the baton, they run down for 1, coming back for 2. No. 2 runs there.
Richardson? Hutchinson, sorry. And every time he runs, John, I don't know if you notice, Hutchinson, he dips blind.
So at the end of over number 4, the score goes up to 24.
22.
24 for 2. Remember, Newfield won the toss and they decided to bat first. And so 2 wickets in the first 4 overs. There's some discussion taking place in the field between the umpire and probably the captains of both teams. Batsman and captain. There seems to be some discussion. We will try and see if we can find out what exactly is happening on the field of play, but look like everybody's going to retreat back to their position, and we're going to have continuation of the game. Where is my special player? I need to get him on camera.
He's at fine leg.
Fine leg? All right, but I'm going to ask, I have to ask our cameraman to bring him up. Can't keep our viewers in suspense for so long, those viewers.
Daniel is getting ready to resume his spell. The score is 24 for 2. Newfield batting first, won the toss and decided to bat. And you're watching Hill to face him. Is good delivery and trying to run a cheeky single. But the fielders encroach on the ball and deny Hill that single. The Richardson wasn't ready for that, and so Hutchinson, keep on saying Richardson. Hutchinson wasn't ready for that call, and so no harm done. So there's a cover point, no slip. There's a cover, extra cover, and a mid-on mid-wicket and a fine leg. This one is flicked off the pad. It goes into the fence just about now for 4.
It's a nice shot, just drifting into the pads there, and the batsman there, Hill, just getting inside the line and clipping that nicely back with a square for 4 good-looking runs. So the score moves up to 29. 28 for 2. 28 for 2. Newfield batting first. So Daniel just missing his line there, going a little too straight there, and the batsman taking full advantage of that opportunity and getting 4 good-looking runs there.
So 28, Newfield batting first for 2, and there's a slight adjustment for the mid-wicket. It's coming more square, so it's a little single being held there by Hill.
Covers 2.
So I assume we're still playing 35. Daniel Charles into Hutchinson. He cuts his one into cover, and Dean Evans is on his knees long before the ball reaches him. And so Daniel to Hutchinson again. Cuts outside the off stump, and it is looking two, but that's all they have. As Dean is walking with the ball, John, normally Malinga would have thrown that to the keeper. And hence it even emphasized the point when you were saying that
wide signal by umpire. There by the youngster there, coming in from a mid-wicket region and hitting the stump, but the batsmen were in, so no damage done there. And I'm going to ask our technician to bring up our guest player today. Got to give you that view of our guest player. So we complete over number 5, and at the completion of 5 overs, Newfield winning the toss and decided to bat. It is a Kirtley Ambrose 35 overs league. They are 32 for 2. Ladies and gentlemen, remember live coverage is brought to you. Compliments of our platinum sponsor, ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking. And so for all of your banking and financial needs, be sure to check them out here at ACB Caribbean. Umpire signaling the first power play has been completed. And remember, you're watching live coverage on the Parish League platforms, our YouTube page, our Facebook page, Instagram, and also you can see us live on CTV channel 8. Well, it's Malinga as he continues into his 3rd over now to Hill, and this one is wide, and he's slashing it just a little bit aerial, but getting it into the gap, and that one into the boundary now, cover boundary for 4 runs. So 4 runs, and so good shot there by Hill, getting some width on offer and really capitalizing on it there. So Malinga has not really found that perfect length or line, has been struggling a bit. And now this one is down the leg side, and the umpire now signaling wide. So really, Coach Hughes, he's struggling a bit. I don't know if you would be tempted to switch ends with him, or you'd persist with him and see if he can get it right.
Well, I'll after this over, I'll have him take a break and look at another bowler, and let him think of what he was doing wrong. I have a talk with him, instead of continuing. This time it's better line, and it was full enough that the batsman could have press it somewhat, but he defends it and fielded in the cover by Charles, and there's no run. misses outside the half stump again.
Umpire seemed like he was in two minds whether he wanted to call it a wide, not to end this idea, just maybe within the tram lines. So Linger has been on either side so far in this over. Let's see what he comes with this time. This one is nice and straight, and the batsman is getting some bat onto it, turning it to the onside to a wide fine leg region there, and so a single hand there.
So, have you introduced the guest fever yet to the?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get him on camera for you, but it's we have Mr. Mark Charles making his 2022 debut for the Mahaiko team. At present, he's feeling in the mid-off position, and so we're just anticipating a drive going down to that area to see Mark bustling after that delivery.
You just called it.
Just called him, and there you see him, ladies and gentlemen. There's Mark Charles feeling his first delivery, slightly the fumble, but just one run still. So that's Mark Charles for you, ladies and gentlemen, the old veteran Mark Charles, suiting up today for his club, his team, Mahaiko, and doing feeling there in the middle position. I wonder what that feeling for him like there, being out for such a while.
Mark Charles. This one is an appeal, but he could have heard the bat from here, and umpire Jacob acknowledged the over and walks his way to square leg. And so the score moves on 39 from 6 overs.
Yeah.
For 2. You feel batting first?
Coach Hughes, I have a feeling the Bengali, the icy hot, the cortisone.
The Chester J is going to open?
Yes, man. I'm just going to line up, waiting for those sore limbs to come in. Alright, so 6 overs completed. For his helmet. Looks like we're going to maybe have some spin now.
Call Christopher. Will come in later.
You see Mark Charles walking across. What position is he going there? But put him in a position where you have to look into running now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Mahaiko Cricket Field, or the Clay Hall School Ground. And today we have New Field coming up against Mahaiko in the superbly ambushed 35 over competition. New Field won the toss. They decided to bat first. 6 overs in the bag. They had 39 for 2. So the new bowler is going to be
Carl Christopher.
Yeah. Carl Christopher. So it's going to be Christopher. He'll be bowled into Hutchinson. I can't recall seeing Carl. Well, you know anything about him, Mandel?
No, I can't say anything about him. He played in the last semi-final game against Police. But Mark is in the slip, and he's crouching, looking for that first. Mark is trailing at this. They call him for 3, and they do get that. There's a no ball being called by the umpires. There's probably too many players outside the circle.
Okay. What about the Francis guy? He's not out here today. The young 13-year-old.
No, he's playing for Jennings. That was one. It's a real wide, long hop, and he'll try all his best to make it a good delivery, which he does. And now
Christopher definitely is struggling. Not much really coming out of that ball in action. Just about 3-4 steps, and then oh my, it's Christmas out there. That's toss with others. Helped on the way there by Hill. Coaches, even you were lit up. You've seen a delivery like that.
that would be over the school, man. That would be over the school. That was a really gift, real gift. I mean, you got Athena's son out there. You got Mark, Dean Everson. You know, so I don't see the choice in bowling Carl, but
Let's see what Christopher comes with again. Oh my. More full toss again and dispatched. And dispatched to the forward square, and the batsman seems to be in some discomfort here. He seemed to cramp. Did he? Wow.
like he has an injured thumb, but he was batting. So that he went out with that, and after playing the shot, he went down in agony. And so
So the batsman is in some serious discomfort. You could see him bending. I don't know. Probably see a sting in the hand there.
it looks like his thumb is being taped up. So probably in playing that shot, he jammed it, and so like he's going to tie him. The pain is such, so he's coming off.
I'm wondering if his thumb was jammed on the back.
No, that's what it is. Look, if you look, you see his thumb, his left thumb is taped up. So in playing the shot, probably, you know, it's reoccur that injury that was there already.
Well, Coach Hughes, let me say this. Maybe I shouldn't even say this in the end. But if I was the next batsman coming in, I wouldn't mind. Because this type of bowling that I'm seeing, I would love to come in at this time.
Yeah, it's really
This type of bowling. And I guess Hill must be saying, oh my, why no, man? Now I get my break. But let's see. So there's a new batsman walking out. So a little break there. We're going to try and find out exactly what transpired here. We're going to try and get